Once upon a time, but in the future, there was a young man called Bob and a witch.
But Konso, by saying a witch, you're using the stereotypical figure of women being evil and constantly trying to deceive the man with...
Okay. A wizard? Boring. A gay wizard? Bob had a grudge against Pablo Escobar, a member of his country's criminal organization. When he was little, his parents were killed trying to save him from a fire lit precisely by the cartel. So Bob went to the wizard and asked him to kill all the members of criminal organizations worldwide. But the gay wizard didn't really want to kill people because he supported love in all of its shapes. So he decided to hit the gangs where it hurts more. He legalized all drugs in all the countries of the world. With the drugs now taxed, the country had much more money to spend on public service, and people were no longer willing to buy from criminal dealers because it's faster and safer to buy from the local shop, right? So gangs lost their main source of income, and Bob was happy. But a few weeks passed, and now Bob was walking down the park, and he saw a child that could be his daughter among other children while using drugs. Bob realized what he had done, because a world without regulation is a chaotic one. So he rushed back to the wizard. Bob didn't really want to make Pablo Escobar and the cartel come back, but also he didn't want to see children hurt themselves. So he asked the wizard to regulate the consumption of drugs. In exchange for that, he will give the wizard an... What could a gay wizard want from Bob? The heart. And Bob died, giving his heart to save humanity. At the end, Bob's wish came true. Laws were introduced. Drugs could not be used before a certain age, and every person who wanted to use a specific drug was to undergo an exam to show that they knew all the effects and side effects of that specific kind of drug. Because eventually, drug addicts always find a way to acquire drugs legally or illegally. By legalizing them, they can be taxed. Sure, some drug addicts will get hurt, but if you show with the exam that you know exactly what you're going into, and still you are so dumb that you keep using and abusing that kind of substance, then my friend, society can't protect you forever. Just do what you have to do and free up some space. It's survival of the fittest. Evolution works also like this. An example related to this story is Portugal, where possession of small quantity of drugs is legal, not legal. Decriminalized, so to clarify, if someone is caught with a small quantity, they don't go to jail. And people have the second lowest rate for death by overdose in Europe. And if you're worried about children's health, try again, because a survey made on 17,000 students showed a decrease in consumption of drugs, in this case marijuana, which is not technically a heavy drug, but still, after it was legalized. So, what do you think about this matter of legalization? Do you think my story follows a valid logical thread? Or do you think prohibition is the answer? Let me know with a comment. And maybe subscribe to the channel or like the page, wherever platform you're seeing this from. A gay wizard?
But Konso, didn't you think of the implication of using that kind of character?
Goku from Dragon Ball.